Let's go back to our top story now and questions about the Prime Minister's leadership from within his own party. A group of backbench MPs is in discussions to formally ask Justin Trudeau to resign. Joining me now is Nik Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Nik, thanks as always for joining us.
Good to see you, Roger.
All right, with all these things unfolding, the machinations of Ottawa coming to light right now, let's take a look at the ballot support. Long term, Poilievre still got a big lead over Trudeau and Singh.
Yeah, still a significant advantage for Pierre Poilievre, the Conservatives. But, the real story here is the Liberals and the New Democrats still within the margin of error. It's terrible news for the Liberals and for Justin Trudeau to be basically statistically tied with the New Democrats. The Conservatives still firmly in the driver's seat with about an 18-point advantage. But the thing is, if you're a Liberal, you're looking at this. This is kind of like, I don't want to use doomsday, but I guess I just use doomsday scenario, Roger. Like, you're probably, if you're a Liberal, you're probably clutching your chest, and if you're a Conservative, you're fist pumping with numbers like this. And if you're the New Democrats, you're like, okay, so we're tied with the Liberals for Jagmeet Singh to try to jumpstart, to try to pull ahead in the same way that Jack Layton and Tom Mulcair had the advantage over the Liberals. It speaks to the pressure, significant pressure that is under Justin Trudeau. And why don't we just say he's in a pressure cooker? If he decides to stay, he's in a pressure cooker, and right now, it's not a big surprise that, there are individuals within his own party, more and more individuals that are openly wondering about his leadership and the value that it brings to the table.
Absolutely. And long term, this has been a kind of consistent thing we're seeing here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically for more than a year. The thing is for Justin Trudeau, the one positive thing that he does have is that he likes to campaign and he's a good campaigner. And I think if he decides that he wants to stay, he's probably holding his hat on a one-on-one fight, hopefully from his perspective, between him and Pierre Poilievre, and that Justin Trudeau somehow can make the Liberals a little more competitive. But time for a change is really a hard force to overcome.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the UK. You did a poll regarding the love or dislove, the non-love of the Prime Minister there.
Maybe we can have a whole segment on different ways to say disapproval. Dislove, non-love. I don't know. Anyways, I'd just like to say, Roger, you sound like a bit like a hippie pollster.
Yeah.
When you use stuff like that. But disapproval rating, you can see for the Labour leader. And you know what? He rode a massive wave of change against Rishi Sunak and the Conservatives. And, what we're seeing is that, his disapproval rating has basically gone through the roof. 2 out of every 3 voters in the United Kingdom disapprove of him right now. And, the thing is his disapproval was, before when he won the election, the approval numbers were good. And in a short period of time, people have turned against the government and against Prime Minister Starmer right now. So maybe an interesting thing to observe, a party that rode a wave of popularity and change into power, not very long afterwards, having to deliver some tough medicine in the United Kingdom, and as a result, disapproval in a pretty short period of time.
I'm sure there's some politicians here looking at those numbers. Nik, thank you as always, sir, for your time. Always appreciate it.